Hey, this is Auntie Fee about them facts. How you doing? How you doing? Auntie Fee. How you doing? Listen, let me get this out the way real quick. It's like 4 day in the morning. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday. And listen, we got Wednesday's going to be the sentencing for Cornelius Smith. Yeah. So, real quick, talk to you about where was Hagerman last week for Hernandez Govan's uh, get out of jail, get out of prison. Where was he at and why he did not work the trial to prosecute for the state. So then it dawned on Auntie Fee with him coming out like he, you know, a celebrity and all. Like everybody want to talk to him here. I don't want to hear that bull crap. Every time somebody, sends something to me, he lying his ass off. And it just irked me today to hear the juror, one of the foremen, say it hurt them and they did not want to find him not guilty. They didn't have a choice. I just have never heard a juror say they didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice. Although they didn't, had no evidence that he was, let's say, the one who ordered the hit, which he didn't, but he participated in the grand scheme of things in the unaliving of young dog. But conspiracy, conspiracy. You couldn't find no conspiracy. So I'm like, And it was just the way he kept saying he wanted Dolph's family to know that they didn't have a choice. And there were people there crying because they did not want to deliver that verdict. What? They didn't have a choice. Hold that. Maybe you need to hear it.
Two words read aloud by the judge last week.
Not guilty.
Meant Hernandez Govan was walking out a free man after beating charges of conspiracy and first-degree murder in the shooting death of rapper Young Goff. For the first time, the foreman of the 12-member jury says it is because of two words that decision to acquit was made.
Purely circumstantial.
Reasonable doubt, he went on to say, created when the defense began poking holes in the prosecution's case. Something the foreman noticed, he told us, was District Attorney Steve Mulroy as he popped in during the trial.
He knew right then and there, if that's the state's case, this isn't going well.
Told us was District Attorney Steve Mulroy as he popped in during the trial. Reasonable doubt, he went on to say, created when the defense began poking holes in the prosecution's case. Something the foreman noticed, he told us, was District Attorney Steve Mulroy as he popped in during the trial.
He knew right then and there, if that's the state's case, this isn't going well. And then he quickly exited after Mr. Aurora was shredding Mr. Smith on the stand.
It is that witness, Cornelius Smith, along with his girlfriend, Angela Arnold, who the foreman says were hardest to believe.
After Smith and Arnold testified, the state's best-case scenario was a hung jury.
There wasn't just a feeling of untruthfulness, the juror told us, but a lack of proof.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. Why did you not get the video evidence? evidence.
Walking us through
Why
those
did you not
final
get the
moments
video evidence?
inside the small deliberation room where the big decision was reached.
We all were kind of on the same page except for one person. That person felt conflicted about the definition of conspiracy.
Eventually, all of the jurors
And they
came
should
to the
have
same
found
conclusion.
There were tears afterward.
Tears
And
afterwards.
the judge even said, like, this is a big thing.
Meaning Lady Justice would not be leaning in favor of Young Dolph's family.
I'm sorry for what we had to do, but that wasn't our choice.
In the end, it was a
wasn't
clear
our
choice, he
choice.
told us, as Hernandez.
The definition of conspiracy.
Eventually, all of the jurors came to the same conclusion.
There were tears afterward, and the judge even said, like, this is a big thing.
Meaning Lady Justice would not be leaning in favor of Young Dolph's family.
I'm sorry for what we had to do, but that wasn't our choice.
In the end, it was.
He said it wasn't his choice. Well, whose was it? So then I go back to say, where was Hagerman? Who was very, very confident at the very beginning. Just very, 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 very confident. And there was no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Where was he? So then it dawned on me. He, I don't want to say he didn't want to be part of that bull crap. But Hagerman had his case. And when those 3 days that it was no media, no cameras, no nothing, all those motions to suppress this, you can't say this. Yeah, he already had a proffer early on. So why did he need 15 million? Oh, because he still wanted to walk free. He didn't want to serve no jail time. He wanted time served. So he came in with all those suppressions. And then you said, man, this is bull, because they honored it. He saw the shakeup. He saw that it had been bought and paid for. And he didn't want to be no parts of it. He didn't want no parts of this bull crap. I don't want to have to face uh, Mia, the Thorntons, all these people who have put their trust in you, and then now they wanted him to play ball, gamble his reputation. And he said, I ain't doing it. I am not doing it. This is bullshit. I can hear him now. This is bullshit. And you know it. Yeah, no, there's no case. Everything has been suppressed. We can't say this and we can't say that. We can't even mention that he's a part of Trula Mafia. We can't even mention that he was in the same house with Big Jook. You can't mention nothing. And so he went MIA. Hagerman didn't want no parts of it. So this is how we ended up with these very inexperienced to the case, to the facts. Yeah. because he didn't want no parts of it. Because they pulled that stunt less than a week before the trial. 3 days. 3 days. And then came up with another one Thursday. He came in with another uh, motion Thursday. Hagerman said, man, I fucked. And this is why we didn't have Hagerman. Because the judge honored those motions. Now, it can be because of whatever proffer he have or whatever deal he has with his job of being an informant. We don't know, but he didn't want no parts of it, so he bounced. He didn't want to play ball. Makes sense? And now this clown walking around, taking off his makeup and shit. Yeah, now you can see his tat. He done took all the wrinkles and shit off his forehead. Bags ain't as saggy as they was. How did that happen? Maybe it's Maybelline. Yeah. Now he walking around like he the shit. Like he gonna talk to people crazy and they gonna take it. No, absolutely not. They created a monster again. But he gonna get caught up. He can't help himself. He talk too much. He got a bad attitude. Yeah, he don't have no self-control. He's a career criminal in action and in mind. He don't know no better. He gonna self-destruct. What they say, what them old folks say, he his own worst enemy. And he gonna fuck himself. Watch.